Another week of eliminating waste so value can flow to the customer. You guys are doing awesome. There's a ton of improvements this week. We're going to start in design. So the team in Stix got together and reviewed kind of their pre-qualification questions. One of the things that happens is architects don't intend to, but they tend to pass on defects to us, things that don't work, that then hamper our ability to get the customer, the builder, what they need. And so we need to pre-qualify those plans that come in so that we can service the customer better. And they reviewed what those qualifications are, what those questions need to be, put together a checklist. I love everything about this. This goes to quality and speed, making sure the customer gets what they want and speed up the process so there's not a lot of back and forth. Way to go, design team. One from the purchasing team, Mr. Anderson. So the function inside of BizTrack that we build doors in is called kits. That's the name of the function. But we didn't have that in the description or in the keyword. So he added an alternate keyword, kit, so that they were easier to find because he found some waste when we were updating the kits. You'd miss one because you forgot to grab the exterior double kit or whatever. He added that alternate keyword so that all of those pop up together, so that if the coordinators are trying to find a specific kit, it pops up with that keyword, or if you're making updates, you don't miss anything. Love this, Mr. Anderson. Thank you. So here's a really cool idea that Morris gets credit for posting, but I think all of the yards were involved. So thank you, Mount Juliet, Franklin, and Murfreesboro teams. Color coding the ends of the EWP so that we can verify from the pictures that everything that was supposed to arrive on the job site got to the job site. So spray painting the ends as a way to identify in the pictures. If something comes up missing, did it get out there or not? Just an easy visual control, really cool visual control, so that from the office, the pictures that the drivers took, we can verify from the office. Really cool stuff. Excited to see how it works. We talked about this last week from the Murfreesboro yard, but here it is complete with the awning. So a receiving station with that mobile cart so that we can bring the value to our delivery driver, our vendors' delivery drivers. We're that much closer, able to service them, eliminating some transportation waste. You don't have to walk in the office or inside the warehouse. You're right there where the action is. This is really cool. Thank you, IT, for getting the cart all together. It looks awesome. The awning was such a great idea. You guys are incredible. I love the creativity and how do we service our vendor partners here. Way to go. Lance of the Tiger team, always shining a light in dark places still. This is the Murfreesboro yard at the fuel tank area. So when the drivers are leaving out at dark 30, that was a very dark spot. Fixed that, as well as at the truss plant, the eject for floor 3 was completely dark. So now second shift doesn't have to struggle in the dark. Thank you, Lance. Thank you, Tiger team. Here's some 3S happening in Mount Juliet. I love seeing unkept areas like this turned into something clean and neat. It's a signal that we care about what we're doing. We care about doing things the right way, and 3S sweeping every single day and making things look neat and presentable, not having junk laying around everywhere, is just a signal to the team. It's a signal to our vendor partners and our customers that we care about what we're doing and we care about doing it right. So Mount Juliet team, thanks for 3S'ing. Here's a great one from Mr. Stephen Rock. So Stephen is the team lead supervisor over the pickers for the plant. And one of the things we believe as a lean company is that supervisors and managers are not where the value is created. The value is with the team. The team actually doing the work is creating the value. And so a manager and supervisor's job is to support the team doing that value-added activity. Awesome way for Stephen to support them is to eliminate a bunch of transportation waste when restocking material into the plant where we stock it. He can pre-pull it so that pickers don't have to have a bunch of transportation waste across the yard, and they can get back to the value add of picking. So lean is the art of subtraction. Aaron's showing us now when they cull studs in the plant, used to, the picker had to count the cull. And now as you put a piece of cull lumber on the cart, you tally it so that the picker doesn't have to count that manually anymore. Eliminates that step. Way to go, Aaron. Davis has made a bunch of great improvements to our production matrix, the log that they fill out every day. Things like adding the names of the team members at each station for that day is a really good improvement, and he has implemented that same standard for second shifts sheet. Davis, thank you for taking ownership and making this happen. I love this one from JC in the Truss office. So he created a spot to log improvement ideas from his team. We never want to lose the opportunity created by a team member having an idea. And if we do, we're just letting gold slip through our fingers. And so JC fixing that problem for him and his team, they got an easy spot to collaborate and to log improvement ideas in the process of knocking them out. Thank you, JC. Tiger Team strikes again on this one. JC pointed out to them that this material had been here for quite some time. We'd done some HVAC work in the truss office and that needed to be closed off. So Colin specifically came over and did an amazing job, as he always does. Cut these down. You can still get to the filter very easily. Looks really good. Thank you. So Albert and Night Shift made a really great improvement to the splicing station for floor table 1 and 2. They built this cart to transport the plates we use for splicing. A few things I really like about it. Anything on wheels helps eliminate struggle. We want to make things as easy as possible. So now instead of having to carry that box, it's on wheels. It's also at the perfect working height for the station. So no wasted motion right there. Also locking wheels. It's just great. Awesome improvement, Albert. It's amazing how the phrase "fix what bugs you" just wins every single time. So this is D-Saw 2, component saw 2 at the truss plant. And something that bugged the operator was the sun coming in and making the screen hard to see. You're operating on a touch screen and made it really hard to see. So they just tacked up that piece of, I think it's lumber wrapper. Use your head, not your wallet. Just go solve the problem. Totally solves the problem. No more struggle. Way to go. So MVP is the name of the software that runs the truss plant. It tracks production. It assigns jobs to saws and tables. And one of the things that's key is making sure that we're assigning people to the right area inside that software. And we've not always been good to do that, and it can mess up the data. So JC made a standard form, good standardized improvement, that submits the change of who's going where for that day or that moment in MVP, so Michelle can get it changed in the software so we have really good data. This is an awesome improvement, JC. Way to standardize. Look at Trevor Sullivan making his signal debut here. Love this improvement. Came out of a morning meeting. So fix what bugs you again. The service guys pointed out that we had a quality issue that bugged them on spring-loaded hinges for like house-to-garage type stuff. Depending on the handing, production was putting those hinges the wrong orientation, like upside down from where they needed to be, because that pin would catch the casing when you're trying to adjust it. And if you just flip it over, you don't have that problem anymore. I love that this came out of a morning meeting. This is the exact type of things we should be talking about. Just treat mistakes like gold every single day. And it's simple to fix, right? Like, we work together as a team. Production now is never going to send that defect ever again now that they know about it. Love this improvement. Love the teamwork. Thank you, Trevor and team. Matt and the team in Beasley Production have been doing something really smart. So in their morning breakouts, they've been going through and reviewing every station and machine and what are the quality concerns, what are the safety concerns, what are the things you need to look out for. And on the pool table here, the cutout machine, one of the things that came up was, depending on what size cutout you're doing, is what stop, that black circle on the bar right there, what you stop at. And it's got an actuator that puts a rod down against the guide. And so that'll stop you at the appropriate stop. But if you're not paying attention and you keep the guide up, you can go past the one you need to. So adding a visual control so you don't create a defect, you don't make the cutout larger than it's supposed to be. Just a little pool noodle. Use your head, not your wallet, as a visual control to help ensure we don't make a defect. I love this, Matt and the production team. Thank you for this improvement, but also thank you for reviewing standards. Such a great practice. Way to go. Great improvement here from Cody and the team at 424. So credits can be a thorn in our side. I feel like we go through seasons of handling them well and seasons of not, really across Husky. Really good improvement from Cody and the team. Treat the credits that our drivers pick up just like an inbound truck. So they've got a drop box in the receiving shed. When our drivers come in with the credit, they drop their paperwork there, so the whole team knows that there is a credit that needs to be taken care of. We can get it handled, treat it just like receiving. Love everything about this, Cody. Great job. Travis Gibson and the team at the Murfreesboro yard with a continued barrage of awesome 3S activity. So adding some paperwork folders for the different trucks here to make it easier in the pickers to know what's going where. Now there's not paperwork strewn all over the table. We've got a spot for the walkie-talkies, make sure those stay charged, battery packs for tools, the table's labeled where things go. Just a lot of good sweep sort standardized, something that we can easily hold the standard now and makes it easier for the team every single day. So way to go, Travis Gibson and Murfreesboro team. So out at Whistle Stop, the townhomes for Dries, Tez and Rashid with some friendly competition on their deliveries with their guys. I love this. Just continuing to hold the standard at a super high level for what an excellent millwork delivery looks like, and some friendly competition between the two. I'm not going to say whose is better. They both look awesome. You guys are great. Irvin seeing an opportunity for improvement and to have a little fun at Eric's expense. We want to make lean fun. We want to have fun as a team. Eric tends to knock those pins off the whiteboard because there's not a holder. And Irvin said, hey, let's get a holder and get it put on the wall, make things simple, have a standard. Way to go, Irv. And finally, Michael in panels built this little box off the side of the table to keep his nails at this component station instead of having to turn around to grab them. That's wasting motion. Just built that little spot out of the way, out of his working area, but still right at hand. So no wasted motion, super easy, great improvement, Michael. Great job this week, team. It's amazing to see all of the awesome ideas. We've got Fix What Bugs You, a bunch of standardized improvements, some great 3S happening, just a lot of amazing ideas, and you guys are taking action. You're seeing waste and you're taking action. It's an honor to be a part of this team.